few months, we have celebrated the culture and diversity of this amazing Sinai Temple community. In January, during International Holocaust Remembrance Month or Day, we celebrated the children of Holocaust survivors within our community. Just last month, we celebrated Ladino Shabbat, those who of our Sephardic heritage, to hear the language, the music, the cultures, and the rituals. And today, as we have done over the last few years, but today in a beautiful way, we will celebrate the Persian New Year of Nowruz. And to do that, we are going to hear from members of our community of not only what Nowruz means to them, but how also that is a connection to this beautiful tapestry of Jews here in Sinai Temple and in Los Angeles. We will hear words, we will hear music, and I hopefully outside as you leave the sanctuary, you will see the beautiful Hafsin, which thank you to our board member, Gina Resvenpour, for the last few years, who has put that together to acknowledge. Thank you, Gina. And so to begin this morning, we are going to hear from Dr. Salar Niku, the president of the Iranian American Jewish Federation, an organization that we have partnered with so much, especially over these last 2 years since October 7th, in bringing together the Persian community of Los Angeles in connection with the land of Israel. Dr. Salar Niku.
Shabbat Shalom. Thursday was Rosh Chodesh Nisan, the first month of the Hebrew calendar. So, happy Jewish New Year. And yesterday was Persian New Year, so happy Nowruz. Thank you, Rabbi Sherman, for the honor of speaking to the Sinai community. My name is Salar Niku, and I serve as the president of Iranian American Jewish Federation. Rabbi Sherman asked me to briefly explain the mission of the Federation. Our story began in 1979, at the time of revolution in Iran, as the new regime persecuted and began killing several leaders of the Iranian Jewish community. Our founder, Dr. Kermanshachi Zakharletov, gathered members of the community here in this very room with a simple but powerful purpose. We must organize ourselves. With the help of 11 community members, the Federation was founded, and its mission has centered on 3 core values. Number 1, we serve as the voice and point of contact for the Iranian Jewish community. When organizations or communities anywhere in the world need to communicate with Iranian Jews, they contact Federation. And when our community needs to speak out or advocate for itself, the Federation represents the voice. Number 2, we act as an umbrella organization. We support and collaborate with many institutions that serve our community: synagogues, cultural groups, charities, political institutions, and advocacy organizations, helping coordinate our efforts so that together we can accomplish more effectively. Third, and most importantly, we are committed to unity with all Jews and the love of Israel. We defend the rights of Jews anywhere who need our support, standing firmly for justice, security, dignity, in cooperation with organizations such as Iranian Federation in New York, American Federation in Los Angeles, Israeli Consulate, Jewish Congress, ADL, and many, many others. For 47 years, the Federation has served the community guided by the vision of its founders. As the new elected president, When people ask me about my vision, I like to respond by sharing a personal story that ended up for me to start a certificate program in management at UCLA Extension. In 1989, I attended a full-day professional seminar. At lunch, I met a lady who introduced herself to be the director of the engineering department at UCLA Extension. I mentioned that I had hired 2 graduates from their program, and she asked me, how are they performing? And I told her, they are technically excellent, but I wished they were taught some practical management skills as well. She replied, engineering and management, they don't go together. That was the end of our discussion that day. 3 weeks later, she calls and says, Dr. Niku, I've been thinking about what you told me. Can we talk further? We met. I shared my ideas for a course on practical leadership and management skills. The faculty reviewed my proposed curriculum. They interviewed me and offered me a trial teaching position at UCLA. At the end of the interview, one prof, who I suggest he was Jewish by his last name, asked, what would be your textbook? And I said, I don't have a formal textbook. I'm going to use my personal education and experiences. And he said, no, you need a textbook. And my answer to him was, my textbook is the Torah, and my mentor is Moses. When I say the Torah is my textbook, I truly mean it. The Torah teaches timeless principles about leadership, responsibility, justice, and community. Each of us may read the Torah differently depending on our background or our experience. A rabbi reads it differently than a doctor, a lawyer, and a engineer, and a businessman. And to me, its stories and lessons guide how I live and lead my profession. My vision is to lead the Federation through the Torah values. Responsibility to our community, unity among our people, standing firmly for justice whenever Jews need support. Those values guided our founders nearly half a century ago, and they will continue, and we will continue to guide into the future. Shabbat Shalom.
Nowruz is not just about the past and the present, but as importantly, it's about the future. And so we're honored that Alex Benjamin, who just celebrated his bar mitzvah, how many weeks ago? 5 weeks? Nobody's counting. 5 weeks ago in Torah on the Round, is here to share what Nowruz means to him as a young adult in the Jewish community.
Shabbat Shalom. While every Shabbat is special, this Shabbat is extra special. Not only because it is the first Shabbat of Nisan, the month in which we celebrate Pesach, but it is also yesterday was Nowruz, the first day of spring marking the Persian New Year. Nowruz literally means new day and is the first day of the Iranian calendar. It is a non-religious holiday that started in ancient Iran 3,000 years ago. Nowruz is a time of renewal and celebration. Families prepare a half-seen table, visit loved ones, and take part in traditions, one of which, Charsham Besuri, takes place on the Wednesday before, when people jump over fire to symbolize leaving behind the past and carry forward hope and positivity. Celebrating Nowruz allows me to feel more connected to my Iranian heritage. To me, Nowruz represents a new beginning, a chance to reflect, reset, and look ahead with hope. This idea connects deeply with Pesach, when we remember the journey from slavery to freedom. Many Jews from Iran, including my own family, also made the journey to freedom after the revolution in Iran. Both holidays remind us of the importance of renewal, resiliation, new beginnings, and the possibility of change. Living here in the United States, I feel so grateful for the freedoms we have and for the opportunities to celebrate American, Jewish, and Iranian traditions. I feel especially lucky to be part of a community like Sinai Temple and a student at Sinai Akiba, where these identities and values are embraced and celebrated. May this season of renewal bring a Nowruz, a new day, with hope, peace, and freedom to all, especially the Jewish people of Iran during these hard times. Eid Shema Mubarak and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom and Nowruz Piruz to everyone celebrating. As we welcome the Persian New Year and the arrival of spring, I'm going to invite my friend, Michael Nazarian, and the two of us are going to offer a special piece to honor the rich and beautiful heritage of our Iranian community. The song is called Gole Sangam, which translates to Flower of Stone. It's a beloved classic about longing, love, and the enduring strength of the human heart. And as we listen and sing together, may this new year bring blossoming joy, health, and renewal to all of us. Gole sangam, chi begam az deletangam, mese aftab age barman, natabi saram o birangam.
گل سنگم چی بگم از دل تنگم مثل آفتاب اگه بر من نتابی سردم و بیرنگم
همه دردم مثل طوفان پر گردم همه دردم مثل طوفان پر گردم
آدم هستم که تو صحرا میپیچم دور تو میگردم
گل سنگم چی بگم از دل تنگم مثل آفتاب آگه بر من نتابی سردم و بیرگم مثل بارون آگه نباری خبر از خال من نداری بی تو پر میشه مدروزه دل سنگه بارم میسوزه
گل سنگم چی بگم از دل تنگم
گل سنگم چی بگم از دل تنگم مثل آفتاب آگه بر من نتابی سردم و بیرگم گل سنگم چی بگم از دل تنگم مثل آفتاب آگه بر من نتابی سردم و بیرگم Nowruz Mubarak.
Thank you, Benjamin.
That's only the beginning, please. We're honored this morning to have words about the message of Nowruz from the Honorable Mayor Shirona Nazarian, not only the Mayor of Beverly Hills, but most importantly, a member of our community of Sinai Temple.
Thank you so much, Rabbi. Wow, where else? What other synagogue do we have a cantor that could sing Gole Sangam? I mean, honestly, beautiful. We're so blessed. Shabbat Shalom, Salar Niku Mubarak, and Happy New Year. My name is Dr. Sharona Nazarian, and being here today on this beautiful morning feels like a full circle for me. Sinai Temple has been part of so many chapters of my life. My husband Daniel and I were married here by Rabbi Dershowitz 31 years ago. Our 3 children went to Sinai Akiba Academy and were bar mitzvahed here. I've had the honor of serving on the Sinai Board of Directors, and in some of the hardest moments of our lives, including the passing of my beloved mother, Nasreen Rashti, and just this week, my beloved father-in-law, Nasser Nazarian, this community held us, supported us, lifted us, before we even had the strength to ask for help. So when I stand here today, I feel that history and immense gratitude for our community and our synagogue. Today we celebrate Nowruz, and as most of you know, it means new day. It is about renewal, the arrival of spring, starting over, and new beginnings. It's about families coming together in their new outfits and passing out crisp $2 bills and gold coins, colorful half-seen tables, the scent of sombol, hyacinth flowers everywhere, and let's be honest, a lot of delicious food. Because as Persians and as Jews, feeding people is how we show our love and take care of one another. I've always said I'm very lucky because I get to celebrate 3 New Years. It also means I don't run out of chances to start again and start something fresh. But more than that, I carry 2 traditions that teach us something very powerful. Life is not simple. In the very same moment, we can be grieving and celebrating. And this year, I feel that more than ever. We are mourning my beloved father-in-law, and at the same time, we are celebrating my husband Danny's birthday today. Joy and sorrow sitting side by side. That is life. That is Nowruz. And honestly, it's very Jewish. As an immigrant, I am a proud American. I humbly stand before you today as the first Iranian American Jewish woman to serve as mayor of any city across the United States of America. That's something I never take for granted, because the connection between Jews and Iran goes back thousands of years to the time of Queen Esther, a Jewish woman in ancient Persia who served her people. In fact, we are often called the children of Esther. That history is part of who I am. And when I think about Iran today, I don't just think about a distant land. I think about the people of Iran, our brothers and sisters, people who have waited in many ways for 47 years for freedom, human rights, and dignity. Now, I know it can be complicated. It's emotional, and it could be conflicting at times. But we are all so hopeful right now. Because both of our traditions, Jewish and Iranian, understand resilience. We know how to endure, we know how to hold on to identity, and we know how to believe in a better tomorrow, even when it can feel far away. I want to take a moment to acknowledge how fortunate we are as a community to have spiritual leaders like Rabbi Sherman and Rabbi Guzik and our entire Sinai Temple clergy. They have brought our community closer together in such a meaningful way. They continue to build bridges and show us what true unity is because they lead by example, and we commend you for that. Thank you. And that is what this moment is about, and what Nowruz means to me. New beginnings, celebrations, and the courage to move forward with hope, even when our hearts are full. So on this Shabbat and this moment of Nowruz, my prayer is simple. Shana Shel Shalom, a year of peace, a year where we come together in freedom, in happiness, in so much hope, and in love, and shalom. Nowruz Piruz, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much.